Aloha, everyone. Today we are talking kindness with the one and the only Chris Bonomo. Chris is one talented guy, known as an actor, dancer, announcer, and comedian. His talents can be seen in movies, theater, commercials, as well as hosting, and he even finds time to train others. I first learned about Chris from YouTube, where he had an amazing channel called Lost in Paradise. We then finally met in 2016 at a Disney event called Tiki Day at the Park. His high energy and positive outlook on life is infectious, and we have been great buds ever since. It's great to see you again, Chris. How have you been doing?
I've been doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
And don't forget, you've done some amazing adventures along your career so far as well. That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. All
We're
right.
about to be attacked by my cat. Oh, fluffies!
All right. So I've got a few questions for you I'd like to ask.
Fantastic.
First, what does kindness mean to you? And do you think it is important?
Kindness means everything. I think it's extremely important, especially in this wild, crazy, fun, jam-packed world that we live in. If we're all in this village together, life is a little bit easier if we're kind to each other, I find.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So you are a busy guy. It seems if you're not working on your own projects, you're helping someone else with their projects. Do you feel like your kindness is appreciated by others?
I do. A thing about kindness is that I find that it's contagious. Like if I run into someone, and it's kind of a mission of mine. If I run into someone and they're grumpy or they're in a foul mood, I find kindness can turn that around. And at the same time, others they want to be kind back. Like I'll use an example, like say if I'm at the grocery store and the customer in front of me is being super not cool to the cashier, rude, talking on the phone, making silly demands, just kind of not nice. And then all of a sudden the cashier is going to copy that mood. So when it's my turn, I can try and be kind back, talk about the weather, talk about, are you almost done with your shift? And all of a sudden their mood becomes lighter and then you feel like you're making an impact. And then it's for the next customers they encounter, they're kind to them. So it's definitely a contagious thing. I think if more of us try to make it a focus, I catch myself, failing, of course, all of us, but the mission to try to strive for kindness is amazing.
So what motivates you to be kind?
That's my motivation right there, is to try to make an impact. I try to focus on the bright side of life. I want to make people around me happy. I find if I'm kind to them, they're happier. So that's the mission.
Do you have anyone that you get inspiration from?
Yeah, I get inspiration when I see other people doing this in real life. Look at you, for instance. You're doing it in your life. I mean, I'm a huge fan. You've done this series now with Bob Gurr, with Laura from XOL, Talking Kindness. I wanted to ask you a question, if I could put it in there.
Okay.
What brought on that idea for you to talk about kindness?
Well, ever since I became an ambassador for Kind Humans, we've just really been trying on this mission to be kinder. And then my dad and I came up with this series, and it was just an awesome idea. So I was like, let's do it. So yeah, that's just kind of where it started.
It's a great series, and your work for as far along as I know you, going all the way back, has always been focused on kindness. You've always encouraged fun and joy, and I applaud you for that. That's amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
It's really cool. Your work on Route 66. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted.
Chris, that means a lot to me. We have a lot of fun putting these videos together, and I'm glad you enjoy them. So you wear many hats as an actor, dancer, host, comedian, event planner, etc. In these areas, where do you see kindness the most?
I find kindness in the most unexpected of places. Like I said, like at the grocery store, the gas station, a park, or just hiking along a trail. If someone falls, I see someone else go to aid. It's always in unexpected places. And because of that, I think it has the biggest impact.
Yeah, I find kindness in the most unexpected places as well. And lastly, what is the next adventure for you? And where can people go to learn more about you and any upcoming events or projects?
My next adventure is I'm finishing a kitchen redo, which is taking forever because during this time, shall we say, it's been really hard to find parts. So I'm really excited for that adventure to end and be finished up and have running water and get those parts in. And so that's my current adventure. Otherwise, I come up with these really crazy ideas for my Instagram channel. It's Christopher Bonomo, or at Christopher Bonomo. I try to promote joy, kindness, fun, always something positive. Every once in a blue moon, I'll catch myself putting something up, and then like 10 seconds later, like, delete. That's not kind. That's not kind. Let's just focus on the kind, you know. So that's the mission. So I find a lot of adventures through my Instagram. I like to promote my little community. I live in a little mountain community up here in Crestline. So that's been a recent, like, what can I do to bring the community a step up, you know, to bring the kindness to the community, like encourage that to happen in town, around the lake, etc.
Chris, it is always a pleasure talking with you. Do you have any closing thoughts on kindness or anything else you would like to share to everyone?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And it comes from Cinderella. She said it in her movie, and probably when in real life: have courage and be kind.
It's one of my favorite quotes from that movie.
Me too.
Well, thanks, Chris. I hope to see you again in person soon. And to everyone watching, make sure you follow Chris and his amazing adventures and be kind every chance you get. Aloha and malama pono.